money is not the only definition or equation of wealth. Find your tribe, find your group, find your circle, find them. Do whatever you got to do to find them, because once you do, there's nothing like it. There's no dumb questions. The only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. Actually feeling like, yes, Jason Brown is here. And not only is he here, he's supposed to be here. Being out at Sagatuck, Michigan, Monday through Wednesday, doing sound therapy. Wow. Those are the moments for me where I feel like, wow, you finally did it. These are the moments when I feel successful. So I just got back from a 2-day, 3-day retreat with my forum members. And if you don't know what forum members are, I'm in EO, Entrepreneurs Organization. It's a group for entrepreneurs who have a business doing over a certain revenue threshold. And we take what's called a forum retreat, which our forum members, which is for our forum, it's about 7 other business owners where we really just lock arms together. We do business together. We do life together. We meet, we talk about pretty much everything, top 5%, top 1% of our life, bottom 5%, bottom 1% of our life. And we just got back from Sagatuck, Michigan, and we spent just 2.5 beautiful days together, just talking, unwinding. We did sound therapy in the yoga room where the young lady came in with all her bowls and sound machines. And we did sound therapy for about 90 minutes, and it was epic. And it really got me to start to think about wealth and what true wealth is. And a lot of times I know you know me as a stock market guy, and sometimes these crazy stock trades that I do where it's like, I just made 50,000, I made 400,000. But man, I'm telling you, once you get a little bit of money, you start to realize that, in the words of my good friend Kanye, having money's not everything, not having it is. And so when you have money, a little bit of money, I could use some more. But when you have a little bit of money, you get out of survival mode is what I'm talking about. I'm out of survival mode. I don't worry if the lights are going to get cut off or if I can stay in the house I stay in or anything like that, or if the car breaks down. Some people are still in that survival mode. And if that's you, I'm sending you good vibes from the Good Vibe Tribe. What I'm trying to paint a picture of, though, is once you get out of survival mode, even get a little bit past comfortable mode, you start to realize that money is not the only definition or equation of wealth. And once you get out of that, you start to realize that having, number one, a group of people that you do life with, a group of people that you can go to with your fears, your hurts, your hangups, and go to with your successes, your wins, the big deal you close, the big trade you close, where the world might not understand, or, you tell somebody else you're doing well or something good happened to you. The first thing they say is, you should give away more money or donate more. You're like, that wasn't the point of the conversation. I just needed somewhere I can go where I can share a good win. But to have that group of people where you can share your ups and your downs and everything in between with, it makes me feel wealthy. It makes me feel wealthy to have that group of people in my corner. We did our annual event it was in May, and we were at the Book Cadillac downtown, the Book Tower, the Book Cadillac downtown Detroit, Michigan. And I gave a speech there, and I remember saying, I used to be the kid on the outside of this room wondering, what do all those people do? Because it was a black tie event. We were all dressed in tuxedos. We were all dressed in, our dressed to the nines, black tie event, right? Had just an incredible time. And the kid in me from Detroit used to be downtown looking at these people going up to this event. And I'd be like, what's going on upstairs? And how do you get invited to something like that? And what do these people do? And to be in the actual room was a blessing. And those are the people that I'm connected to. And those are some of the people that are in my forum that I went away on this retreat to Sagatuck, Michigan, which is on the west side of the state. And so I feel real wealthy. I feel real calm too. And for the first time in a while, I feel my nervous system is calm. And normally my nervous system is hyper. My nervous system is still battling some of the childhood trauma of just thinking there's never enough, thinking that the good times won't last long, thinking that inevitably I'll do something to mess up this incredible run that I'm on. But this time I came back super recharged, super refreshed, super calm. And I think a big portion of that has to do with just having those individuals in my corner and exercising a different level of wealth that doesn't have to do with money, but wealth from relationships and also wealth from the mental mindset standpoint. So number one, I talked about being wealthy from just the connections, the people, having a close-knit circle that you can confide in of entrepreneurs. And then the second wealth is that mindset wealth. And I haven't really experienced mindset wealth in a long time, to be honest with you. I'm thinking it may be going on 20 years before I experience mindset wealth again, because after taking some losses in the market back in the day, after losing it all, moving back home, if you know that story, it took me I think I'm finally unwinding that trauma. I think I'm finally letting that go and saying, hey, everything's going to be okay. You're going to be all right. And that's what this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday retreat meant for me. It just was mentally so refreshing and allowed me to step away from the business, allowed me to step away from the stock market and just be present in nature, just be present with my entrepreneurial friends, just be present as we did sound therapy, as we, talked about our lives and what's important to us. It just was it was a special time. It was a special time. And I'm super grateful for it. And what I was thinking about as it relates to you as a stock trader, as an option trader, like actually forget all that. You as a human being, right? You're not a stock trader. You're not a W-2 worker. You as a human being, as a mother, as a daughter, as a son, as a father, as a brother, as a friend. As I sit here and I think about some of the experiences that I'm having right now, I just want that for you too. And what I'm really trying to tell you is find your tribe, find your group, find your circle, but find them. Do whatever you got to do to find them, because once you do, there's nothing like it. That's what we try to foster here at Power Trades University. We try to foster that we're much more than stock picks. We're much more than teaching you about options and how to make money. But my hope is that you find your people here. You find your tribe. You find the people that you can share the highs with when you make your first $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $50,000, $100,000. And then you also find the people that you can share with that, hey, I messed up. I stayed in that trade too long. I just blew up my account again. One of our members shared with us that, they're going through some tough stuff and they kind of blew up their account and they said they had to go back to work and even get a second job. And I just felt so proud, not because the person blew up their account, not because they had to go get a second job, not even because they didn't follow what we teach and kind of went a different way and it didn't work out for them. That's not why I'm proud. I'm proud that this person felt comfortable enough to share that. And they didn't just share it with me, they shared it with the small group. But I am so proud that that person was comfortable enough to share that without judgment, without feeling like we're going to lose respect for this person, without feeling like they are going to be judged. And that really made me say, wow, I keep working at this business and trying to help people in the stock market and thinking like, one day I'll be successful. One day I'll help all these people. And I think I'm realizing I'm successful right now. I'm helping people right now. Now that might sound weird because we've sold thousands of courses. We've had countless of people make thousands of dollars, hit six figures. We've had people join Elite, Next Level. We've had people buy their dream car, buy Teslas, buy tickets to the NFL, season tickets, all kind of stuff. And ironically, that's not the stuff that made me feel successful. It was in that moment at least coming back from this weekend, looking back to see that somebody could be that vulnerable in our community lets me know we built a community of not braggers, not a community of shamers, not a community of putting people down, not a community of like, look at me, look at you over there. Or we built a community built on love, compassion, and the fact that we're all humans. We're all just trying to figure this out. And we're all just blocking and tackling, going after this thing every single day, going after our dreams and goals. And sometimes sometimes we get wound up on that road. We get off at the wrong exit. We go the wrong way. We get into a car accident. But we never forget about the journey. And more importantly, we never forget about the people who are on the journey with us. And I'm just so glad that we're building a safe space for people who are on this journey with us to share that. And that's just what's on my heart and my mind coming back from our retreat, is that, man, I want people to find their people, but I don't want to just say that. I also want to create a space and continue to create a space where it's like, let's invite people in. Don't matter what color they are. Don't matter how much money they got. Don't matter how much knowledge they have. We always say in our community, there's no dumb questions. The only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. How could you pay to be part of a community to get your questions answered and to learn and not ask them? But guess what? That's what we're taught in school, and that's what we're taught on the job, right? You ask the wrong question, you're like, oh, my boss gonna think I'm dumb. That's gonna keep me from getting a promotion. You ask the wrong question, or what society or other kids deem the wrong question in school. Some kid behind you snickers, the cute girl laughs, and you're like, oh, now I'm embarrassed. Or the teacher puts you on Front Street, and now you're embarrassed. And you know what your mind says? I'm never doing that again. I'm never asking a question again. I'm going to pretend I know. And when I don't know, I'll figure it out later, but I won't ask the question. And if I don't figure it out later, I'll just miss out on all the joys that whatever that information was going to have for me. I'm just going to miss out on that because I know how it felt to feel stupid, to get laughed at, to get mocked, or to get put down by a teacher. And I'm just so glad that we're building an environment where people can feel included, people can feel vulnerable, people can feel safe. Because that's what I felt over these past 3 days up there with my forum mates. By the way, our forum name is called Live Inspired. And every time we're together, that's just how I feel. I feel so inspired because these folks just really inspire me. And we get to spend time together. And it's just something special. And I want that for you. I want you to find your people, which is why we do our live events, which is coming up. Live event isn't even about the information that we're going to share at the event. Yes, we're going to talk about stocks. Yes, we're going to talk about options. But you have to understand, when we do a live event, it is not about what you're going to learn there. We got a lot of courses for that. It is about the people you're going to meet, the connections, the hugs, the phone numbers that you're going to exchange with other people, and the contacts that you're going to go home. I remember in one of the previous episodes, the young lady was like, oh, me and the gentleman from the live event, we kind of kept in touch and we've been holding each other accountable. I'm like, yes, that is what it is about. And so I want to continue to create spaces for people to do that. The other thing that I want you to think about in your life is, it's been a while too since I've forgotten what day it was, but I genuinely forgot what day it was when we were on our retreat. When we were on our retreat, one of our members was getting a text. She was getting text message. And I hollered out. I was like, why are they blowing you up like this on a Saturday? And everybody looked at me and was like, Jason Brown, is Tuesday. And I was like, oh, oh, that's right. It was Tuesday, but it just, in my head, I just thought it was Saturday. I felt like we were out on the west side of the state. We rented a boat. We had this really cool Airbnb with a built-in yoga studio in the basement. We're doing sound therapy. And at these retreats, we try to turn off our phones and turn off our electronics so we could be present. But now that I think about it, some people couldn't turn off their phone because they had some stuff going on. By the fact that we went from Monday to Wednesday. So I guess that makes sense why they were getting calls. But in my head, I just blurted out, why are they blowing you up like this on a Saturday? And it just hit me at that moment that, wow, we've built a lifestyle to where every day could feel like a Saturday. Yes, I have to record podcasts. Yes, I have to shoot YouTube videos. Yes, I have to find trades for my members as well as find trades for myself. But wow, it took a long time to get here. But to be in the position where I literally thought Tuesday was Saturday, it was just a humbling experience because I thought, wow, how blessed are you? How fortunate are you? I didn't think, oh, look at me. This is great. Ha, ha, ha. Other people at work. No, 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 no. That's not my heart. That's not my energy. My energy was just like, wow. Those are the moments for me where I feel like, wow, you finally did it. These are the moments when I feel successful. It's not buying the Rolls Royce. It's not paying off the house. As weird as that may sound, those are not the moments. It's not buying the Rolex watches. Those are not the moments where I feel successful. The moments where I feel successful is looking around and being a part of 7 individuals in my forum that I respect, that are at the top of their game, and that respect me, and that I know them personally, and that I get to go away and spend time with them. What makes me feel successful is finally being in those rooms of other entrepreneurs, other millionaires, and not feeling like a fraud, not feeling like, what do they call that? I forget what they call it. An imposter. Not feeling like an imposter, but actually feeling like, yes, Jason Brown is here. And not only is he here, he's supposed to be here. Being out at Sagatuck, Michigan, Monday through Wednesday, doing sound therapy. People were like, I heard of that. I'm like, well, we did it, right? Second time we did it. First time we did it was in Tulum, Mexico, inside of a cenote, which that was a whole nother epic experience I need to share the footage from. But those are the moments where I'm living the stuff that I would see on Instagram, the stuff I would see on TV, the stuff I would hear about. I am living that. I'm experiencing that. And it's the people that I'm doing it with. And it's the moments where I yell out things like, why are they blowing you up on the Saturday when it's really Tuesday? It's in those moments that I realize I want to help other people get there. And the best way that I know how is through the stock market. And so I guess I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for even considering me, my team, our Power Trades University to help you get there. And I just want you to know I'm recharged. I'm fired up, but not fired up like, ooh, let's go, but fired up like, yeah, we got a lot more people to help. What would it look like if we helped enough people to where we put on our own retreat? Not a live event. Live event is different from retreat, but what if we put on a retreat for traders to recharge, unplug, unwind, get massages, get sound therapy? Wow. I think I just got a new vision. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the next episode. It's not buying it's not buying a Rolls Royce. It's funny. Somebody just ring the doorbell. So, they come solicit in our neighborhood all the time. And I'm like, hey, I'm in the middle of recording a podcast. And he said, oh, all right, my bad. But once again, he's probably used to the stay-at-home moms coming to the door in the middle of the day. And it's just so, these are the moments, is what I'm trying to say before I got interrupted. These are the moments